Let's get into Kim Kardashian and OJ Simpson. Now, since OJ has been dead, I didn't think we'd be talking about him, but we are, him and Kim K, because she offered to pay $15,000 for a Bible that her father, Robert Kardashian, had gifted to OJ Simpson. Now, for the Bible, they sold it for about $2,500, which Robert Kardashian signed and inscribed. Now, an executor of OJ's estate, his name is Malcolm, he's selling these assets, and it looks like Kim reached out and offered $15K for the Bible, but it looks like he denied her request because the item was already under contract with the court to be auctioned off. Now, Malcolm, the estate manager, said, "The amount is why I had no choice, because why would I spend $15,000 of the estate money? Why would I spend $15,000 in attorney's fees to sell it to Kim for $15K? That's a zero-sum game. That's a bad business model. If Kim had offered $150,000 for it, we would have been in court getting this approved." So he said that you aren't spending that good coin, that you've got more in your pockets than $15K. He added that Kim can bid for it online, which currently has been leading with a $9,800 bid. She might even get it cheaper than $15K, so who knows? Robert wrote in a message to OJ in the Bible saying, "OJ, this book will help. God loves and he will speak to you with his words. Read this book every day. God has a definite plan for your life. You are his child and he will use you again." This comment reads, "Damn, why can't she have her daddy's Bible? That's low-key mean AF." Another person writes, "That's weird. It's her dad. Just give it to her." Fashion Nova even chimed in saying, "I'm surprised she even offered money. Give her daddy's Bible back quickly." Remember, Kim's father died of cancer at the age of 59 in 2003. His birthday was recently. He would have been 81 years old if he was still around. Let's get into Ash Trevino. Now, we've talked about Ash Trevino on the main channel, but I decided let's dive into her today because she and Camilla, the woman that she did an interview with from the Bop House, have been in a feud ever since Ash brought her two daughters to her home to be interviewed. Ash revealed that she refused to buy her daughters aged 15 and 12 beds, despite spending a fortune on designer clothes and accessories. Now, I need you guys to see this for yourself. If you have not seen this interview, let's go ahead and react to it. You'll see Camilla and then Ash Trevino sat on a couch with her two daughters. In the interview too, she likes to call her daughters like this one and the older one, this one or that one. It's like she never uses her daughters' names. There's something really off here.
Question. Do you have beds?
Well, I don't live with my mom.
But at your mom's house?
No.
I'm going to Zelle you. I'm going to give you money for, I want a bed, 2 mattresses, 2 of them. I want a headboard and 2 nightstands. I'm going to order that before you leave this house today. And I'm going to...
Can you imagine a 22-year-old like chiming in for like a 36-year-old woman to tell her, "I'm going to buy your daughter's beds because you won't"?
Insert the clip of the receipt.
There's a story behind that, okay?
Please tell me why your children don't have beds. Yes.
Because my mom was actually going to go look at a furniture store because I don't go anywhere publicly at all.
Because you're just that bitch.
My mom actually told me 2 weeks ago. She was like, or my dad said that he told my mom to go to.
Also, I know Ash Trevino is like trash famous now on TikTok, but like her kids did not have beds before she even got a little bit of clout online.
A furniture store, and I would give him my card info because here's my card. I have money, but
yes, she's rich.
No, I'm not.
She can show you the motherfucking Louis,
but literally, but she never did that. So. And then, I mean, like she said, she doesn't stay with me. I'm about to move because everything's just getting crazy. And so, and I don't have a guy to come build it, but hopefully I can get somebody to come build it.
I'll pay for it. Y'all are going to have 2 mattresses. You're going to have a whole 9. Okay. We're going to do a room makeover. I'm being for real.
So embarrassing that she has to do this. And the kids are like,
from IKEA,
okay.
Whatever you want. I'll let you pick it out.
Well, thank you.
Yeah,
but
no, please.
It's like, yeah, I mean, at my mom's house, though, they have a bed. They have a bed. And actually.
But girl, you got to have, come on.
No, listen. Okay, so when CPS did go to my house, yeah. So, yeah, this guy called CPS on me. Okay, I had a CPS case open. So, and also because of Santos.
Anyway, had bed?
Well, probably. It makes
sense.
She
looked in the room. She said, she looked in the room and took a picture.
Of what?
Of their room. They have a mattress in there.
Okay, at least.
Yeah.
Okay.
But even then, when they stay over, This one sometimes sleeps with me or on the couch. That one sleeps on the couch.
Now, Camilla, she's playing her cards right because she actually invited Ash Trevino, not because she's a big fan, but to go and show the world who she really is. She actually went onto the Canceled podcast to talk about how she doesn't even like Ash or her personality. She went on there just to pretty much expose her, which I think, is actually some pretty good work because those children, hopefully they'll be living in a better situation now that she's been publicly shamed for it. At least you would hope so.
She lies for clout. She does all this shit for clout. I'm like, so shit. Let's have a podcast. Let's have a little fun. Right?
The clout trap bait.
You want to have a conversation, let's have a conversation, meaning, and I told her this in person. I said, on live, it's easy to sit on your phone and just talk. You can't read the comments that fast. But when it's like this, I'm like, did you or did you not sleep with blank? Like you can't just avoid it. You can't just not. You can't just. Sit
you can't just
thank
answer. Someone for a galaxy.
Right. Well, I will always be, for the truth. You know. So having her kids there, it was
such a smart move.
I think when you watch a podcast, you can read body language. You can.
They were so uncomfortable. The girls were so uncomfortable throughout the podcast, not prepared, maybe also coached in a way too, because sometimes they looked at each other like, oh, we're not supposed to be sharing this.
There's so many cameras. And so it's like you'll be able to tell from the facial expressions. And I feel like the girls told the story, maybe not verbally, but with their face. And I needed that. Every time her mom would say something.
What she's referencing is the fact that Ash Trevino was on live advertising that she would tell people why her daughter was in the hospital if they sent her a certain amount of money through donations and gifts. So, hey, if you send another galaxy, 2 more galaxies, little gifts, money, then I will reveal to you why my daughter is sick in the hospital. Maybe reveal to us why you aren't there to be by her side. Camilla's video is titled The Internet's Worst Mom, and it currently has 11 million views. Let's react to some of the highlights from this podcast.
Did Santos sleep with you?
So, yes, we have done stuff.
And Santos is the guy that's way too young for her, 18, 19 years old, 20 maybe, 22, I don't know. Way too young for her.
Twice.
With a 19-year-old boy.
I didn't know he was 19 at the time.
So this is before you knew?
Yes.
Claimed before you knew.
Literally. We did it twice, and it was...
She did it twice with a 19-year-old. She's 36 years old, and she didn't know how old he was. She gives me creeper vibes. Keep her away from teenage boys.
Literally before Christmas.
Do you have beds?
No.
You think that maybe sometimes she can exploit situations to get views?
I'm gonna be real, yeah.
No, not with them.
She just said yes.
You said send the galaxy to know about my baby girl's health when I was in the hospital.
Oh, that's because, yeah.
And you could tell her daughter's held on to that as well, building resentment against her mother.
That was a while back, though. I'm sorry to the Mexicans, okay? I will never use that
Hispanic community.
Oh, the Hispanic community. I will never use that word again or any racial slurs towards y'all.
He's 23,
okay,
Ashley.
but still.
Honestly, sometimes I feel like it's weird for girls to go for younger guys. It's weird for my mom. She's 36.
This comment reads, "This is such a hard watch. She lied, didn't answer questions, didn't take any accountability of the things she's done." Another person thanks Camilla for calling out Ash and her behavior. They write, "I'm so sorry for her daughters. Thank you for allowing her daughters to have a voice. You could tell that they feel so uncomfortable with their mother. I hope their grandparents come and rescue those girls so that they need a stable, loving, protective, and safe environment." Now, I'm sure Ash Trevino wasn't too happy to see the title of that video, and I'm pretty sure she wasn't aware of what it was going to be titled or how bad she would ultimately look after this. And she's now labeled Camilla a clout chaser and accused her of making her look like a bad mother. Well, Ash, you kind of did that yourself.
This is me sending Ash Trevino a text message. I was like, hey, don't forget to send me what the kids want for their beds. And she said, after what I said, I don't know if it's okay. So because after what you went online and you ruined it for your kids, I can't buy them a bed because you won't do it. You're sick. Something's wrong with you. The thing she said was that I got paid $60,000 off of the podcast.
I paid $60,000? Somebody actually told me that.
Okay, first of all, who told you that? Because that's crazy. I made way more. She said, she was like, oh, if I knew the podcast was gonna be yada, 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 I would have asked her for payment. I paid for first class tickets. I paid for her to stay at the Ritz-Carlton. And not to mention, I will literally pull up I will pull up the text. I need to send someone a screenshot so that I can use their phone to look at it. She messaged me and was like, hey, do you mind if I extend my flight to stay longer? No, I don't mind, because I could extend the flight for free, right? That's all she asked me. She asked me to extend the flight. She was like, oh, I did it anyway. She extended the flight to wherever. I don't know when the hell she stayed till. And then automatically calls the front desk to the Ritz-Carlton and just books an extra night, books an extra 2 nights. I don't even know how many nights she stayed. And then texts me to pay for it. Babe, you literally sat on my podcast talking about you have some budget, you have a Louis bag, you have a this, that, and the third. Your kids don't have beds, and you were asking me to pay for an extra night. What happened to budget? What happened to you having security? What happened to all that?
We're going to send some well wishes to Ash Trevino's children, and I feel like Ash is going to get what's coming to her. Thank you for watching this clip from the Let's Get Into It podcast. To view the full episode, visit the link listed below.